Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Most of us are in the afternoon. No, we might have some people even from the West Coast. It's noon. We are here today with Sarah Quigley, co-founder of Private Travel Iceland. And Sarah, you have an amazing subject for us today. So let us see what you're going to present.
Thank you, Dominique. So yeah, today I thought we'd talk about the geothermal and the hot pools in Iceland, something everybody always visits when they come to Iceland. So I just wanted to show you some of the few that are around. So let me just bring my presentation up.
And then Françoise, you said you have a few clients organizing, and I was going to read what Françoise would know. I have a few clients organizing one-on-one trip with their kids, either after bar or mitzvah or a special board day, and it creates great memory for them, parents and grandparents. Huh? Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Great country, definitely. Hello, Celine. So let's start, Sarah.
Okay, so before we sort of go into detail on each of the hot pools, I just want to give just a sort of basic overview on Iceland in case anyone hasn't sort of been on one of the webinars before. So there it is. There's Iceland and its sort of main sites. The majority of people coming to Iceland for the first time will be based sort of in the Reykjavik area there where my mouse is. And we'll sort of work around this area of the Golden Circle and down the southern shores. Usually we sort of like to allow about a week for that time, and that sort of covers a really good range of sites and the main sort of things for first time Iceland. If we've got further, like longer, we'll go further sort of towards the Glacier Lagoon or towards the West Fjords. In the summertime, if we've got sort of up around 2 weeks, we can do a full circle of the island. And then usually for returning guests, we'll head them up north. So that's sort of just what we sort of recommend. But obviously, certain clients have certain things that they want to see. So as much information you can give us as better possible, then we can build the best itinerary for them. So this is the Diamond Beach, and this is just off of Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, which is in the southeast of the country. So the icebergs come off the glacier, they float around the lagoon, they wash out to sort of the beach, and then they come onto the black sand. And it's called the Diamond Beach just because of the way that the light catches the icebergs there. So that's, as you can see, in the southeast of Iceland. This is Lammenlö, which is the Icelandic Highlands. This is just a stunning place. It looks as it sees in the picture. It's not a painting. And this is an area accessible sort of just for a few months in the summer. Usually around mid-June, the roads start to open till sort of early September. And this is a day done with the Super Jeep. So that's there just sort of towards the middle of the country. This is Thorsmork, another Super Jeep day, but this day we can do all year round. So this area was created after the big eruption that closed all the European airspace sort of 12 years ago now. And then it created this valley, which is why it's called Thorsmork, because that means Valley of the Thor. And then it's got all these glacier rivers and canyons and sort of hidden waterfalls. So it's a really beautiful day for walking, hiking, or just sort of being in the vehicle, depending on the ability of the clients. And as you can see, that's sort of between the south coast and the Highlands area. This is Skogafoss, one of the 10,000 waterfalls in Iceland. And that's located on the South Shore. So when we're doing a South Shore sightseeing day, we'll be seeing that. And that's just there. And this is Gullfoss, which is probably Iceland's most famous waterfall, and that's located in the Golden Circle. And that's in that area. And another one of the waterfalls on the south coast is Salandrafoss, which is the one that you can walk all the way round. And that's just there on the south coast. This is Kirkfjell, which is in Snæfellsnes Peninsula, so the west of the country. This is a really beautiful area, especially in winter if you're wanting to sort of catch northern lights. That's just there on the first Westfjord Peninsula. And then obviously we have got the northern lights. So the main sort of time for season for northern lights usually starts around September all the way through till about April time. And obviously sort of the deeper into the winter, the better chance we have of seeing them. All of our itineraries in the winter, we include at least one private Northern Light hunt. So the guide they've got these special apps on their phone and they're following the forecast, and they'll speak with the clients and say, you know, they might be coming out at a certain time in a certain area, and they'll arrange to go and take them in the chance to see them. So this is today's topic, the pools of Iceland. It was a strange one to decide what to do, but most clients, when they're coming to Iceland, are going to go into some kind of pool or one way or another. So I wanted to just show you what was available, because the most famous and the one that everyone does is the Blue Lagoon. You know, this is, I would say we send 95% of our clients to the Blue Lagoon. This is located 20 minutes from the airport, half an hour from Reykjavik. So location wise, it's amazing. It's got the two hotels there, the Silica, which is the more 4-star hotel, and then the Retreat, which is the absolutely stunning 5-star hotel. When you stay at the Retreat as well, you get access to the Retreat Lagoon, which is a private lagoon part of the Blue Lagoon. So only people staying in the hotel, and then they have just a few private lockers that they open up to the public. So you do have that exclusivity. And then also with the Retreat, you do have then the access into the main lagoon. In the Retreat part as well, you have got a spa now. So you can book treatments, and there is 3 restaurants. You've got Moss Restaurant, the Lava Restaurant, and 2 sort of more casual cafes. And then you've got bars within the lagoon as well. So it's a really great experience. It's one of those places that it's a tick on the list, but you know, I do recommend more over the main lagoon, because that is sort of more busy and touristy. The Retreat part, it just gives it that sort of special edge. Right, the next lagoon we're going to talk about is the Sky Lagoon, which opened last April in Reykjavik. So they have quite a few sort of ex-staff of Blue Lagoon working here, so they know what they're doing in terms of the concept and things. This is in the city, but just sort of, you know, not walkable, but within the city sort of limits. It has, in the middle picture there, you can see the Infinity Lagoon that just looks out to the Bay of Reykjavik. It's a really stunning view. And then on the left, you've got a little mini Torfhus. And when you go in there, you can have some sort of scrub. It's like a sort of communal thing where you can put different scrubs on. And then on the right-hand picture there, you've got the sauna, which has floor-to-ceiling glass windows that look out the sort of same view over the bay. So it's really stunning. There is no eating places or accommodation places at the Sky Lagoon. Sorry, there is eating. It's just like a little cafe, but it's not sort of to the level of the Retreat. But it's a good option for people to try, maybe if they're doing a city break and not wanting to do the Blue Lagoon, or they've done the Blue Lagoon before. So it's just something worth considering. So when we do the Golden Circle Day, there's a couple of pools, this one and the next one we'll talk about, that can be added into the sightseeing day. This one is called the Fontana, and most people sort of know it recently from a series that Zac Efron did. I can't for the life of me think of the name of the series, but I think it was on Netflix. And he was talking about sort of sustainability in different countries and how they do it. And he did what they are famous for doing here, which is baking the lava bread in the ground. So you can do a little tour here as well as go in the pool, find out how it's made. It's all sort of wrapped up and buried underground and cooked for 24 hours. And then the next day they dig it up and unwrap it and serve it this nice sort of warm lava bread, which is a good experience. The other one on the Golden Circle is the Secret Lagoon. So again, this is a nice option if you're doing the sightseeing and you're just wanting to sort of break up being outdoors and being active and being cool, that you might just want to have a break in the pool for an hour or two just to warm up and just sort of enjoy the surrounds. This one is more sort of basic, but we do include with the entrance sort of towels and robes and things. So going towards the west of the country, near Hotel Husafell, there's a couple of options here. So these are the canyon baths, and as you can see, they're sort of set in amazing sort of scenery, and there's sort of a few hot pools scattered around the sort of canyons. And then the other one sort of in the same area is the Kramer baths, which is in the Husafell. So we can either do this from a day trip with Borgafjordur, from Reykjavik, or people can stay at Hotel Husafell and use that as a base to do into the glacier or Borgafjordur with the super jeep, and these baths as well. So when we go up to the north, we've got the beer spa. So you can actually then get it into a vat of beer. And as you can see in the picture there, you can actually be poured a glass of beer, be in a sort of beer spa, have some beer, and just sort of relax and enjoy the surroundings. It's a new sort of concept. So they've got the internal ones, and then they've also got the external sort of plain hot pools as well. This is a fun trip for sort of maybe groups of friends going away and things like that. In Husavik in the north of Iceland, we have got the GOC baths, and as you can see, again, quite similar to the Sky Lagoon, they've got this beautiful infinity edge that just look out to the ocean, really stunning hot pools. So that one's a nice one. And then up in the north, sort of going towards the east, we've got Mývatn, which is a lake area anyway. And then they call this kind of the Blue Lagoon of the north. So these are the nature baths. So if we're doing a trip up to the north or the ring road, then we more than likely include an entrance into these baths. If we are doing a full circuit, we'll go to the east of Ireland, and we've got the Vok baths. Now, I was speaking to the guys today, and I was asking, what does Vok mean? So they were telling me when you go ice fishing and you dig the hole in the ice to be able to do the fishing, this is what it means. So they built this in the natural water, and you're just sort of resting above in the hot pools, enjoying the northern lights and all the scenery. So these ones I thought looked really interesting, just a little bit unique. And then this is one that hasn't actually opened yet. According to the sort of information we've received, it's going to be before summer. They sort of think in the next few weeks, but we just like to keep it safe and say before summer, because we know no one ever sticks to their timelines. But this is called the Forest Lagoon. So it's set amongst what you can call a forest in Iceland, which is probably just a few trees to the normal people. And again, infinity edge pools, enjoying just the beautiful scenery. So there we go. That's just an idea of some of the pools. The other option as well is there's certain sightseeing days, like Langmanler in the Highlands, or a couple between sort of Reykjavik and the south coast, where there's pools that are just without facilities, if that makes sense, without changing rooms, without entrance fees. They're just in nature. And if clients are interested in those, the guide will let them know the sort of day before. We can put some towels in the car. If they're happy to just get changed in the wilderness, sort of with some towels and things, and go in a natural pool, then we're more than happy to sort of share that experience with them. And then the last thing I just wanted to talk about are just some sort of special things that we've done over the years with clients who've wanted something a little bit different. So we've had an amazing family that visited us just before COVID. They came as a family of 80. And we hired out the Harper Concert Hall for those, which is the concert hall in Reykjavik, with the Icelandic Philharmonic Orchestra. So that was a pretty unique and special experience. We've done sort of numerous dinners. This was a dinner for the same family, actually, in a tent, but we usually do them on a smaller scale. So anything from sort of tented dinners to dinners. These guys wanted a Game of Thrones theme. So we set them on a scavenger hunt and then got them back to this cabin for their dinner, where we had a DJ for them. We can do sort of picnic dinners and barbecue dinners in Thorsmork or on the south coast in caves and things. Viking experiences and camping on just sort of normal terrain or on glaciers, and that just sort of gives you an idea of what the tents look like inside. And then any sort of private hiring out private sort of experiences. So these two images are the one on the left is inside the volcano and the one on the right is inside the glacier. And we've just sort of hired them out for drinks events or small concerts or proposals or something just quite special like that. There we go. That's sort of everything in a nutshell today.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
No worries.
Beautiful pictures. Huh? Alors, let's see. Chevy, you said you have any upcoming farm trip for the advisor? We spoke about it.
We were just, yes, it is on my list to start planning the fam trips for this year. So as soon as I've got the details, I'll send them to Dominique.
Right. And then we got a great idea was to pick the name from the people attending the webinar. We thought that was much fair.
Yes, we thought we'd do a live draw.
Exactly. David, yes, indeed, it's awesome. Love seeing all these beautiful natural pools. Stephanie, you said, Diane, also beautiful picture. I think on the Q&A side, we have a few questions. Johnny, yes, we will be sending the recording to everyone. Marion, does a retreat at Blue Lagoon as a minimum stay or can a stay be done pre-post international travel?
The regular junior suites and the Moss suite, which is the next category up, don't have a minimum stay. If you're staying in the Lagoon suite or the Blue Lagoon suite, it's a minimum of 2 nights. We usually recommend to have it at the end of the stay, just because most of the time they've done sort of quite an active itinerary. You know, they've been sort of hiking or snowmobiling and outdoors a lot. So it's just a nice way to sort of relax at the end of a trip.
Christy, you want to know if there is food and beverage at the new one. So I guess you're speaking about the forest.
The forest one, we're still waiting for all the final information, but as soon as I have it, I can send it out to everyone.
Stephanie would like you to show your email contact again.
Yeah.
Unless you want to type it or it was on a previous slide. I don't
think so, but it'll be with the recording that I sent out.
With the recording, yeah. Marion, which pool do you recommend for romance and privacy?
Probably the retreat then, because all the others are sort of more, they're busier, whereas the retreat is more exclusive.
Stephanie would like to know if you have a minimum of booking amount to book through you.
No, I mean, we do like to take care of most of the services that the clients are doing. That way it's easy for us to sort of make sure that everything runs smoothly on the ground. But we do understand that maybe people have booked a cruise and they're just looking for a day excursion, then we're happy to sort of arrange that for them.
Thank you, Christy, for your lovely comments. Such a great idea to focus on the pool, said Diane. Magda, beautiful, magical. Ida, can we recommend a lagoon that is children friendly?
The Secret Lagoon is, and the Fontana. The Blue Lagoon you can go in from over 2 years. So, but that can get quite busy. So I would say sort of the Secret Lagoon or the Fontana for the main areas.
Yes, Diane, it's a great idea for ladies getaway. Huh? I mean, it's, and I'm not much into beer drinking, but I mean, how surprised when one of the stop after you do a few pools, the last pool will be a beer pool. I think that would be a big hit for some people, definitely. Huh?
You could be in a beer pool with a cocktail.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I can drink beer, but it's not like I'm focused on it. Huh? But I thought
it's meant to be very good for your skin.
Yes, I was going to ask, is there a property so very good for the skin? Then I'm in.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh,
that's what they say. I'm still to try this one, so it'll be next on my list.
We should include it in the fun trip.
Yes.
So Stephanie would like to know which pool have a private VIP room, lounge area.
I would say then the retreat, because they have. So it's only for the hotel guests and the few sort of cabins that they open out privately to outside guests. And then there's lots of sort of secluded areas in the pool. And then there's lots of sort of chill out rooms before you can get into the pool as well.
Yeah, so that's what she wanted. She was asking VIP rooms just for the lagoon. So you answer. And Diane asking if all the temperature of the pool more or less the same, or are some warmer than other?
They're all roughly the same. We sort of say like warmer, a bit warmer than bath temperature.
Wow, must be lovely.
Yeah, but the worst part's getting out.
So I do not see any other questions. Sarah, you know that, so Sarah will be sending you the follow-up with a recording and informations. And then you know that you can take a private meeting with Sarah on www.letsconnect365, our meeting platform, to meet me or our hotelier or our DMC. What we see more and more, and some of you are actually inviting your clients to that meeting with a DMC specifically, because when you take the meeting, you have a little comment box, so you can tell Sarah, oh, I have clients coming in May, can you prepare an itinerary for 7 days? And then on the day of your meeting, Sarah is ready with a beautiful presentation like you maybe see today, and you get your clients' input right away. We have a DMC by Leonidas from Croatia. He said that 9 out of the 10 meetings that he has on Let's Connect with clients turn out to be a booking.
I agree. There's something about when the clients come on the meeting with the DMC and yourselves that it saves a lot of emails backwards and forwards. Everybody's got questions, everything's sort of ironed out straight away. But I would agree, yeah, the majority of people that you meet do end up booking, which is great.
Stephanie has a last question. Do you have sample itinerary you can send to clients for trip consideration? They can send to their clients. Huh?
Yeah, I've got I've just updated it for 2022's rates. So I'll attach it with the recording. It's just some outline itineraries with some from costs as well.
Then everyone else he also can receive it. Yeah. Françoise, you say thank you, Dominique, for introducing us to Sarah. You have sent many clients, it's on your bucket list. All right, everyone. So thank you again, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of you for joining us. It's lovely to have you with us. And so have a good evening for you, Sarah. Good rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow for another wonderful webinar. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome. Bye.